Good morning, everyone. Here with Sybil Starr. My name is Vicki Oleski. Hey, Sybil.
Good morning. Good morning, Vicki, and good morning, everyone.
We're in my home in Santa Rosa, and Sybil is an astrologer and teaches classes about astrology at the Healing Academy. And we're in the eclipse season, so please do tell.
So we are in what is called a season of eclipses. We've just had a lunar eclipse yesterday, and we're still deeply in that energy. And in 2 weeks, we're going to have a solar eclipse. And this is called a season of eclipses, and it actually lasts about 6 weeks, from about 2 weeks before the initial lunar eclipse until about 2 weeks after the solar eclipse, which happens on February 15th. And it feels to me like we are in a season of magic. When eclipses come in, cosmic energy, mysterious cosmic energy that is unpredictable enters into our space as it bypasses the sun. Eclipses, what they are is actually the energy, the light of the sun is blocked. And the light of the sun is what our normal energy is here. And so when the eclipses come in, there are times of big change, but there are also times of magic because we're able to step outside of our normal consciousness so that, like I said, more cosmic energy, really ideas coming from outside of the box, and just different ways of perceiving reality are possible.
So today is Thursday, the 1st of February, and we just went through a lunar eclipse last night. Not last night, the night before. So Tuesday coming into Wednesday, today's Thursday.
Actually, it was Wednesday morning. It was early Wednesday morning, just before sunrise here in California. And so this lunar eclipse is in Leo, and lunar eclipses have to do more with our heart, with our innermost selves, and with our relationships. So what this can bring up is things that have been hidden in our relationships, in our innermost life. I just wrote an article called Revelations of the Heart, and it really is asking us, what does our heart want? And how we know is by what we love. It's about following our bliss and letting our hearts lead the way. And we may find some really unexpected things showing up from our heart, things that have been hidden from us for a while.
So the word eclipse, to bring it into the term of what we're talking about, is that what I'm hearing you're describing is that there's maybe something going on that is deep within our hearts that's been eclipsed, hidden.
Exactly.
And during this time, you can feel it and it can possibly be exposed.
Exactly.
Okay.
You really got it.
I'm experiencing it personally.
And so am I.
Yeah.
I am experiencing it as well. And sometimes it comes as a complete surprise. We think we want something, or we think whatever it is that has been making us happy, we suddenly realize it no longer does. But we're also shown what it is our heart really does want. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then the solar eclipse, which is coming on February 15th, solar eclipses have more to do with shining our light in the world, accessing our own inner power, shining our light in the world, and an individuation and identity process. The eclipse is actually around 27 degrees of Aquarius. So if you have planets at 27 degrees, pretty much of any sign or within a few degrees of that, you might find that this eclipse really activates your sense of self, your direction in life. And Aquarius has to do with the quantum field. And so as the light of the sun is eclipsed, the quantum field comes in really strongly, and we're really becoming aware of how our thoughts in the quantum realm create reality. And so magic is happening everywhere. People are manifesting things suddenly. And I believe a big piece of this has to do with releasing old, outworn, and outdated belief systems. Because reality is not our belief system. We are learning reality is so much more, and we're moving into the age of Aquarius where manifestation is so much quicker.
So, again, let's just slow it down a little bit. When you're talking quantum field, is that similar to like the collective field, or quantum field meaning the field of possibility is being exposed, and then when you're talking about manifesting it, you're also talking about bringing it back, bringing that quantum possibility in the manifested physical practical world.
And actually both as to which, but yes, first off, yes, the quantum field is the field of infinite possibilities. It's the matrix. It's what's called the divine mind, or the mind of God. There's big downloads happening right now, but the key is to understand that as we align our hearts and minds, we can create very quickly. And so it's so important to be aware really of what our heart wants, because our mind is going to be able to manifest it more quickly. And the other piece, yes, is the collective. Aquarius is very much about the collective. So we are moving into the age of Aquarius, and we want to we are envisioning a world that serves everyone. Aquarius is the sign of the collective consciousness. And so it will require releasing of old conditioning, so the new ways of perceiving our reality and creating our reality can come into manifestation.
So possibility of seeing these old structures, old political structures.
Oh, they're all going.
Social, economical structures that have given way, right?
Right. And so it's us, it's each one of us recognizing our creative potential, how to co-create with Creator, to create what we want. But Leo is this Leo Aquarius axis. Leo says it has to come from the heart. And when it comes from the heart, the mind is in service to the heart. Everything comes through the heart of what we love and what we want in our heart, that is in our highest good. And then we put that intention into the quantum field and realize that we are creating with our thoughts.
So presently we're still in the lunar eclipse field.
Right.
Expression. And we're moving towards the solar. Is this partial?
Yes, the solar is partial. We're actually in both fields right now.
All right.
We're actually in both fields because we're in between them. And so, it was a total lunar eclipse, a partial solar eclipse, and they're really powerful because we are moving into the age of Aquarius. And I feel like these series of eclipses are guiding us into that direction, to help us create the world we want.
One of the things that I had read about the eclipse energies is that we have to remind ourselves that we don't manifest eclipses.
No.
Right. But with the energies of the eclipses, we can come into alignment and imbalance.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's really, I think when I read that, I was like, wow, that's an interesting way of perceiving, using the energies of the cosmos.
Right. Yes. And it has to do with having energies that are maybe not in our conscious awareness at this moment, coming in from other sources, and being open to these ideas, these ways of perceiving the world that are what is important now.
We have a few, thank you. We have a minute or two to just kind of complete. So we're talking middle of February. What do you foresee middle to end of February?
Well, we're still going to be in that eclipse season,
Okay.
and I feel like it's really the most significant thing are the eclipses. The solar eclipse is in a square to Jupiter. It's sextile Uranus, and it's conjunct Mercury. So it has a lot to do with how we use our mind and our beliefs, whereas the lunar eclipse has a lot to do with our hearts and aligning our hearts and our minds.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes. A nice little, beautiful, full, complete equation. Sybil has a class tonight. Go over when and where they can find you, folks can find you.
I teach at Sonoma County Healing Academy in Sebastopol, California on the first and third Thursday of every month. I have a website, SybilStar.com. I have a blog on Facebook called Star Nation Oracle. And you can reach me through my website or on Facebook.
There you go. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Happy February and deep